Oh, what up,
Mr.
Snoopy?
Mr.
Dingo's a wild dog in between a dog and a wolf. That's kind of like a hyena then, or like a not a hyena, a coyote. I mean, because we got coyotes here. Those motherfuckers are loud when they're eating something. Sounds like 1,000 little dogs whimpering and howling. Fuck, it's hot. Cool boy, do me a favor. How do I fix my AC, bro? What do I do? I was gonna fuck
What you gotta
with the
do is
power.
where's your AC at? What is it?
It's
Is
central
it?
AC, so I don't know where to even begin to go. I just
You
got a little
gotta call a
thermometer.
repairman to fix that, but they just gotta put some Freon into the fucking AC, and that's
Okay,
how it
I hope
works.
that's it. But if I got Freon, where do I go? Like, what hole do I cut into the
Well,
wall?
are you renting or do you own
Yeah,
your
I am,
place?
but I don't care about this place. They can
You're
charge me all they
renting?
want. Where do I cut a hole?
Yeah. Well, just
Get to the
call the
brass tacks.
maintenance man, and they'll put more Freon in your air conditioning, and then problem fixed. Your
But
air
I want
conditioning
it
will.
tonight. I want it now, and it's too late for them to come right now.
Is it too late? I think they're on
It's
twenty four
9:30.
seven call, dude. Well,
No,
you
not
have to
here.
wait.
Fuck no, not here.
Do you have a fan?
I
Hell,
do. It's on high. I won't be able to hear it. I don't know. It's fucking hot.
just put the fan on yourself
I
till
am.
the repairman comes to your house to fix the air conditioning.
Dude, I
That's
actually respect that. Cool.
the
Like,
only thing
saying
you can do, dude.
some kind of conceited like concerns, fucking ideas, solutions. All these other assholes are like, oh, I guess you're gonna burn up. Guess you're not gonna get good sleep. At least you
Yeah,
tried, cool boy. That's why you're a good friend.
if you're living in the hot place, you just have to sit down. You have to lay down with a fan on top of your fucking head. That's
Always.
until you get the central air conditioning or a
Ah,
unit fixed. That's honestly the truth, man. I
yeah.
can't tell you any more about that, but it's the truth.
All right. Let me
It's the
go.
truth.
Let me take a pee pee break. Hang on. Oh, I gotta actually clean my toilet. Y'all want to see a dirty toilet? So you see that like rusty stains right there? Ooh, and I got a lot of pubic hair and shit. But look at you put soap in it already. I just got scrub, scrub, scrub. Comes right off. This is my once every 3 months activity. I have black gunk on my hands. Ugh. It's too fucking. Cool boy, you ever have a hard time peeing? Oh, that's cool. Just everyone. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
God damn it, Australians. I don't think you realize living in America is probably like the most dangerous thing you could ever do in your life.
Ask, ask, the asshole cancer doesn't even have famous who do those cheeses belong to. Oh, is that that's Saving Marie?
Is that?
I think it is. That's when she was. Yeah, River knows. That's when she was pretending to have having a paralysis.
Cerebral palsy or
Yeah,
Bell's
it's like
palsy,
you
whatever.
guys don't understand. I can't have good life quality or some shit. That bitch is crazy.
Fibromyalgia queen.
Fibromyalgia, yeah. So fucking hot.
I
How
worry
hot is
about
it
Lou,
there?
Freaky as fuck.
I worry about Lou Gehrig's disease that runs in my family.
Why
You
would you be
get
worried
that when
about a
you're about
disease of
40.
being an awesome baseball player? That sounds sick. I thought we
Yeah,
got.
man.
Don't you have to
You
be vaccinated
got
to not get that? I think I was vaccinated for that already. It's a baby. Ah. Yeah, she's batshit crazy, Osceolas. Like really crazy. Like not
She's
fun,
blocked
fool.
everyone in chat
Dumb.
too.
Yeah. Like if you don't say hi to her, she'll write out like a fucking Sam Hill. Not quite
Sam
Sam Hill.
Hill,
Sam Hill does it one
not
sentence at a time.
Lay
But he'll write
Jano
like
kind of message. Yeah.
kinda, yeah. But Sam Hill and Lake Jen will write them in like one sentence at a time. She'll write like 10 paragraphs explaining and asking why you didn't say hi to her, or like, and like say I guess we're not friends, and like all this weird goofy ass shit. She's just a fucking nut.
Who's this lady again?
She's an English lady.
What's
That's a
her
good way to
ad?
not do that. Osceola. Oh yeah, she shows her asshole and titties. You just message her too.
What?
Well, I want to see that.
I think there's people with them. In fact, I know there's people with them. Just
Oh.
Rev probably has them. Yeah.
Rev definitely has them. I know several people here, not in this voice chat, but several people in RDA have them. She's just posting all the time.
I'm not really hating Rev anymore, even though he did unspeakable, horrible shit with doxing people and shit. But
He's more likable
Rev's
than
forever
Food
cool.
Handler.
he's trying to like. I think what he's trying to do is like cast people off that he thinks people will hate, like Lay Geno and Sam Hill. I think he's trying to. I don't know what he's trying to do, but I think I have a comprehension of what he's doing right now. I hate Rev, dude. He's just a
Rev has a
doxer.
comprehend. Rev doesn't have any comprehension of anything. I would have to
Doc?
disagree.
He goes in cycles.
Like a woman.
Matt Cole, how you doing, dude? I didn't realize
Hey,
you were
good.
in the chat.
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm gonna assume. It's too hot to even think, guys. I'm about to
What's
have
the
a
temp-
freak out.
What's the temperature there?
It's fucking the Alexa. What's the temperature?
Well, Helen, maybe you lose some fucking
70
weight,
degrees, but it's
fat
too
bitch.
fucking hot.
It's
I'm used to it
92
being
where
like
I'm at.
68. Yeah, but you got AC. That's the difference.
Oh, you don't have AC?
You can't be in a bunch of
That's what I've
food
been
if you have no
complaining about now.
AC.
Oh,
My
okay.
AC
That
is broke.
stinks.
Keep up.
I'm sorry, Helen.
It's okay. Thanks, buddy. I
Keller,
appreciate your compassion.
love you, Keller.
RCLS, you're not contributing. You're not on air person right now. Yeah, that's right.
Honestly, doesn't have to, dude. He's a legend in my book.
He is a legend. RCLS is undoubtedly a legend. RCLS has proved himself in the ranks faster than definitely top 2 or 3 for rank surpassing.
Yes.
He'd be number 1 in the ranks if he knew how to fix my fucking AC. No.
No, that's like a personal problem.
No.
Sounds like a personal problem, Helen.
Oh, fuck you, bot. Tell me what I can talk about. Well, you see, my AC, it doesn't work, RCLS. And I tried turning the knob a whole bunch. And not AOC, not Chloe. My AOC works too much. He's on stream
You're in
every
San
stream.
Diego, right? Are you in
I
San
am in
Diego?
San Diego, yes.
Yeah, perfect temperature all year round. It's like
That's what they make you to
That's
believe.
a myth.
That's-
It's a myth.
That's the myth.
Go to
Yes,
Walmart.
that's the myth.
and buy a fan and put it on yourself.
I got a fan going.
Fucking put it on yourself, dude.
Fucking hot. Oh, I just inception myself. So I looked at my computer screen. I'm like, why is my camera on my laptop? And I was like, oh wait, that's my camera on my phone. Yeah,
You only have one laptop? Hell, did Keller?
I'm a broke guy.
Oh man,
one
you
laptop, they
suck,
don't work so
dude.
good.
You're done for. You're done for,
Try to hitting it
dude.
with your fist.
Ah,
Oh, I look like Fonzie. I don't know where the
dude,
issue is. I just have the knob.
I've been watching a lot of clips from Happy Days, and you
Is
know
that
what's
what Fonzie-
crazy is Fonzie. He's 20 years old, and he's hanging around all these high school kids. Like, what the fuck's going on there? Like, he is dating all these fucking 16-year-old
It's a
girls.
pimp, dude.
Happy Days is fucking nuts.
No, I heard the legal age of consent is 16 in Hawaii, cool boy.
Oh, in Japan, it's 13 years old. But
I heard that,
anyway,
yeah.
so the fucking crazy shit is here's the crazy thing about Happy Days. It's fucking insane because it was made in the late 70s. It was based off the 50s and early 60s. It's an insane show to watch.
It's a good show. Do you like it?
Crazy. It's a good
I never watched
show,
it.
but it's insane. Like, it was a different time.
Well, I watched the Opie and Anthony
And-
one where it's like the racist one, and they're
No,
like you have black neighbors
Oh
getting
yeah,
married. I like that.
that's an episode
That's
too.
what I wanna
But it's very crazy because Happy Days, it was a hit show, right? And
Right.
it got started in the mid 70s, but it was based off the 1960s with like the Fonz and Richie Cunningham. It's a very insane show, like to like process what's fucking going 50s, yeah. It was in the 50s. It's very insane to rewatch that. It was like okay. So you know
Sure.
about the you know about the 1950s in America, right?
Uh, I'm a little familiar. Well, what happened?
Well, this Happy Days show
People had
started
a lot of
in the
sex,
late
a lot of
70s.
babies.
A lot of acid.
Well, no, it was before acid. It was before the 60s. It's just they kept going with this fucking thing. Happy Days is insane, dude. Happy Days is crazy. Go watch Happy Days. I'll tell you what. It was started in 1975, and it was based on what happened in the 1950s, and like the production value of the show made you feel like it was the
Oh,
1950s, but it wasn't. It's
oh,
it's crazy.
I remember
Is
one
that kind of like the
episode.
'70s show? Sorry, Nico.
No, the '70s show was based in the '70s. Happy Days was based in the 1950s.
Literally, all you've told
And,
me about
and
this was
they,
that they did the show in 1970s, but it was about the 1950s. So I'm saying, isn't that like the '70s show where they did it in the
Yes,
2000s and it was
yes, it
about the
is.
'70s?
no, this is different, dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But I
just watch
remember,
clips. Watch clips of the Fonz.
What's that,
Uh,
Echo?
I remember one
Arthur
episode
Fonzarelli, dude.
of
Not
Watch.
where
close shot
It's
spot, cool boy.
crazy.
Hang on, this is cool.
it's a
Jesus.
Sorry.
no. You're good. There was one episode where I think it was about like there was
Spike?
a black person who came to dinner, and they were like, there's a bunch of racism on the show. I
That's
think.
when they're getting married. Yeah, that's the
Yes,
one that
it's insane.
that's the one they did on
Yeah.
Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Black guy's like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I'm
yeah.
a black man.
And they're like
Fonzie-
shoehorn in KKK jokes, like
Fonzie comes in, he's like, he punches his hand on the jukebox machine, and everyone's like, oh, racism is over. God damn it. God damn
cool boy.
fucking Happy
Have
Days.
you ever had
It's
Xanax?
insane, dude. Yeah.
Have you had it in the last hour?
No, a long time ago.
I had it 8 years ago.
8 years ago, you had Xanax, Neclo?
That was the last time.
Happy Days is insane. Go rewatch the Happy Days episodes, clips on YouTube. It's insane.
I was watching
Just-
Golden Girls, or is that what it's called? Golden Girls clips? gonna be
Watch
kinda
Happy
funny.
Days clips, dude. Golden Girls is like some old grandma shit. I
You
never
should
would
watch
watch
Sex
that in
in the
my
City
life.
instead of Golden Girls. It's more hot.
Honestly, they were. I think one of them was really hot in their youth, right? I don't know the name of her, but wasn't she like a model or some shit? One of them.
You're talking about the Golden Girls, or
Yeah, wasn't one of them like a model in her youth, like back in the
Dude, there was an episode of Happy Days
40s or something?
where the Fonz had to like deal with this handicapped guy that was in a wheelchair, right? And this guy in a wheelchair would just clown fucking Fonzie all the time, and he was just looking for a fight. And at the end, like Fonzie is like, "Hey man, why are you so mad at me?" And the wheelchair is like, "Oh, I'm in a wheelchair. I can't walk. I'm very mad at the world." And Fonzie's just like, yeah, I understand what you're saying now. Sorry, dude.
Sounds good, man. I'll check out the Happy Days.
It's crazy. It went on for so long.
I liked what's the movie or the show? Fucking Living with Children or Married to Children? Is it Married with Children or Married to Children? I always
Married with Children. Yeah,
With
Happy
Children.
Days is a lot crazier than Married with Children. Married with Children was a great comedy show for a long time. In
So great.
Chicago.
Can't wait to get the box set. You got Osceola's plot hooked on it. I think Osceola's gonna go buy the box set.
Watch so much Married with
I
Children.
think I still need a
that
little
I
more
can't stand
convincing.
it.
Tell me why I should buy it.
Don't, dude. It's like you can just watch it on TV for free.
Oh, okay.
Fox owns that shit.
Yeah, Fox owns everything. Fox and Disney.
Happy
he's more of a
Days is
CNN
insane.
guy.
Yeah, if it's not on, if it's not broadcast on CNN, I don't want to watch it.
If it's not Turner Broadcasting Network.
Yeah.
Happy Days was like a serious like drama when it was happening.
Cool boy, I was kidding when I said tell me more about it. I got it.
Okay,
It's a good show.
I'm just saying, watch some Happy Days clips, and you're like, what the fuck's going on here? This is very racist, very weird. It was just
What's
different
some other
time,
racist?
man.
You know what? The other guy,
1950s.
fuck, what was the guy, Archie Bunker? What show was that? He was super racist, wasn't he?
Archie Bunker, yeah, All in the Family.
Is that what it is? All in the Family? Yeah,
Something
he was
like
super
that.
racist. That was a good show. From what I
No,
heard.
Happy Days is insane.
Not as good as Happy Days, though, right? Yeah.
Happy Days is crazy when you watch that shit. It's like, whoa, what?
I think
What's going on? All in the Family,
like,
yeah.
Did it one episode he like the guy say he was abused or something as a kid?
What's the one with the little
Yeah,
black
Like
kid
Archie Bunker.
raped in a bicycle shop?
What's the one with Coleman?
Yeah, I think it was Gary Coleman.
I forget the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That was also crazy, but it wasn't Happy Days. Happy Days is insane.
Nothing's Happy Days, cool boy. I think we've established that.
It's just
I
an
think it's Happy
insane
Days.
show. You watch clips about it. It's nuts.
Well, where can I watch the clips, though?
YouTube, dude.
Oh, okay. You think I could watch it on TV? Maybe like MSNBC or like what channels would the?
You
What
stream
owns
it to your television, your flat screen. You can watch it, dude.
Yeah, but who owns the rights to it? If only we knew that.
I don't know, dude. CNBC, Walt Disney. I don't know who owns
Walt
the rights
Disney?
to
I just looked it up.
Happy
It's Fox.
Days.
Fox owns it.
Fox, okay.
Yeah.
I watch this shit on my phone. I'm not like making a big deal about it, but it's very crazy.
You're not making a big deal about it at all. I hear you. We're just talking about Happy Days. So,
Yeah, man.
I feel like we've
just
been talking
watch
about for Happy Days for 20
you're,
minutes.
You're watching
I don't know
like
anything more
crazy
about it.
shit. It's the craziest shit. It's like shit that would fly by in 1950s, but it's like, oh wow,
It's like
this is
1970s.
a
No,
whole-
I read that somewhere.
Well,
It's
they
like maybe
filmed
1970s.
Happy Days in the mid 70s and
Yeah.
late 80s, but it was based in the 1950s.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
it's a mind trip, man.
That's a Nazi right there, Marielli. I know that famous picture. You're hanging around Peter too much. That's a Nazi. War criminal. That's at the Hindenburg trials or Rosenberg.
Killed
whatever it's
all the
called.
Jews. Him and Pete Art
Oh.
killed all the Jews.
don't let your mom catch you. Oh.
Look at those
Yeah,
ears. I just realized he looks so much like my brother. They both have like
He's
giant
got
ears.
He's got stuck out ears.
Pretty handsome for the 50s though, right? Like look at his hair, it's like slicked and
No, those people in the 50s are classically ugly.
it's so funny because his nose looks tiny and he had a perfectly normal nose. But doesn't it like he didn't look like you've seen pictures of him when he's like older, Helen, he didn't look like this.
No.
He looks like emaciated. He was probably starving. It was like
that's
the
what I was
mid
saying. His cheeks
50s.
are almost sunken in there.
Yeah, he's starving in
Probably
this
doing
picture.
what my grandpa did.
He looks like Rex. Doesn't he look like Rex?
A little bit. Kinda. I think you're
The
just saying that
eyes,
because
the
Rex,
eyes,
we
I
are the
think.
same type of people.
We are Mexicans.
Yeah. Agro, if you're listening, can you Photoshop bottle glasses, bottle cap glasses on your grandpa real quick? Maybe a hat. I don't know if Agro's listening. Best of the Fonz moments.
Am I back in? Okay, so there's an episode of the Happy Days, right? Where
Yeah.
Richie Cunningham
Uh-huh.
Ron Howard, the great.
that's the redhead, right?
Yeah. So anyway, so they did a feature episode, right? And so Ron Howard fucking got back from Vietnam, and he got very drunk, and like he
Yeah.
was mad at the world, and he had a wife, and he fucking punched the Fonzie in the face. Gave him a
Whoa.
fucking great punch. Let me find this
Like,
clip.
yeah, I gotta see
know.
that clip.
This is
Dude.
so
Find that
stupid.
clip
But
for me, cool boy.
Happy Days is, I think it's better than The Simpsons or South
Whoa,
Park's
that's an
better.
outlandish claim.
South Park's better than the Happy Days, but it was fucking insane. And the Fonz just fucking took him over and put him over a table or a pool table and fucked him in the ass. But Henry Winkler, yeah. Happy Days, just watch clips from Happy Days and you're like, well, this is insane. This is insane world now.
I'm watching that clip, fucking Osceolas. You guys had your own version of like a QVC Sesame Street setup, huh?
Extremely politically incorrect though. Like the puppet used to sexually harass the host. It was what we watched as kids. It was like the Saturday morning cartoon show.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Jesus, Australia sounds like a bad place to be for your kid.
Yeah, we have a saying, some kind of saying here about send all our criminals to Australia, something like that. I don't know. I've never met an Australian who's like a hardcore gangster criminal, though. At least,
Oh, they
not
got
in real
many
life
of them.
online.
It's because they send them all to Tasmania, I think.
They just keep deporting them.
Australia, Hillis, are there any Kiwis
right.
in Australia?
Heaps,
Kiwis.
man. Heaps. Yeah.
Biker gangs, dude.
It's funny in Australia, man. Like you see, like the fucking like these zipper heads and fucking all these gooks and fucking islanders and shit, but they speak like with accents like mine, you know.
That would be hilarious. Sounds like Osceolas is on the run right now.
You know what they
I
call
am. That's why I got. I'm moving around. I've just finished work, so.
So
I keep having to do math to figure out how far
they call
it
them
would be.
zipperheads.
2 o'clock.
You know what they call them?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
7 hours.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Friday.
Yeah,
3 p.m. on a Friday.
Jesus, I wish it was 3 p.m. Friday here right now. Be almost done with work.
It's Saturday where I'm at.
I actually do believe it's Saturday where you're at, cool boy. I think you're somewhere in fucking like fucking Taiwan or somewhere where it's hot shit.
It's in the 50s, like when Happy Days is. Oh, it's in the 70s when Happy Days.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, Australia, let's fix your audio, dude. It's windy as fuck.
It's windy.
Sounds like you're hanging out of a car window on the highway.
No.
I'm walking around like Coach Eli with a giant fucking microphone, like a helicopter pilot.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. Oh boy. I can't even enjoy ice cream right now. It's too fucking hot. I like it to be 60 degrees. Not fucking...
Yeah. 60 to 65 degrees is where I live at right now.
Hell yeah, cool boy.
Man.
That's in like Alaska, right?
The Hawaii.
Oh, I almost made you fruity and slip.
You
You had to
can't
think about it for a minute.
you can't Freudian slip me, shit-lived D.
All
Keller
fruity
because
and
I want to
slippy.
fuck you in the ass.
Fruity and slippy.
Oh, and Freudian slip. Oh, god darn it.
It's alright. Don't worry about it, dude. We're good. Doesn't matter to me if you're gay, cool boy.
Not worried about it.
I'm
I am gay. I'm 100% gay. So only protection I have. I'm
What?
going with the Tim Dillon defense. I'm gay. I'm
Hey,
a
Tim
gay
Dillon's a
man.
precious gay. Tim Dillon's our most precious gay. If I had to kill all the other gays,
I'm actually liking Tim.
I would
As
do
well,
it for Tim Dillon.
as well.
I hated
Tim Dillon's a good man.
hated Tim, but I'm starting to turn. I like Tim now. I like Tim Dillon.
It's always been good.
Yeah.
Although I don't like his most recent
He's
episodes
got
for the
some
last
good
like 3 months,
takes.
but he's.
Well, you're gonna turn on Tim now? Now that I like him.
Well, just because I don't like his interview ones. I don't like where he's getting these like fucking journalists on and he's like asking him serious questions. Like, dude, just be the fucking ranty, funny guy. What are you doing? I don't want another Joe Rogan faggot. Like, give me Tim Dillon. I'm trying to be Rogan. These people are trying to become Rogan on their podcast, and it bugs me.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like we have enough of those guys who are doing the serious shit. Like, at least that's one thing I like Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee's always stuck to just being
Bobby Lee,
silly. He'll never try to have a
Tim
serious
Dillon's
podcast.
got some good takes now. Like he's got some new takes that are pretty fucking funny. I'm starting to like Tim Dillon again.
I would. Hey, Tim Dillon's actually coming to San Diego in August. I was legitimately thinking about buying tickets to go see him.
Get on that stage. Open
And the
for
last
it.
black guy who was on Rogan recently, like 2 episodes ago, he was a Marine from San Diego, and he started his comedy. He got famous from working at the Madhouse, which is a comedy club here, one of the 3 big ones.
Well, Tim Dillon can actually make people fun, Tim Dillon can make people laugh when he's on stage. He makes people laugh. But like someone like Brendan Schaub, they're not gonna make anybody laugh. They're like fucking losers. And this black guy that went on Joe Rogan's show, who's a Marine, he's not making anybody laugh.
I've never heard of him. I don't
I
remember
liked
his
him.
name now.
Yeah.
I just heard his intro, and he's saying like how was a Marine, and then he quit the Marine Corps to go do comedy, and he got lucky there, and they let him have a lot of
yeah.
stage time.
A guy who's a Marine that left the Marines and he's going on stage to make you laugh. You're not making anybody laugh, dude. You're just talking about like how to assassinate a guy from 4,000 feet away. Like you're not gonna be fun.
I used to show to Helen some trolling I used to do of this MMA fighter, Tim Kennedy. He used to be a Marine. And at one point he said something about like how he's killed women and children, and anybody with PTSD from like seeing combat is a pussy because he hasn't got PTSD even though he's killed women and kids. But
Solid logic.
yeah, it's very very sound and logical, you know.
Yeah, logical. Yeah, you're not funny.
Look up,
You're
I used to troll him.
killer.
Jocko, do you know Jocko Willink?
No, it's not that long.
So they're both Marines. I find it's funny to tease them because like they're super egotistical, you know, like they're no nonsense. Like I just,
Yeah.
You know, Jocko, it's like, yeah, your mother and your father and all your children.
your mother's got breast cancer.
Sorry.
Good.
Get over it.
Use it as
Good.
motivation. At 3 o'clock in the morning and do some deadlifts.
Jocko really had me
Your whole
convinced for
family
like
got
3
burnt
days.
down
He had
in
me.
the fire.
Jocko had me convinced for like 3
Ew.
days that I could do 1,000 pull-ups if I just kept trying.
Are you sure you're
Like,
not thinking of
you
David
can't do that
Goggins?
last one. Just do it. Just keep doing it. Take a.
Are you
Don't
sure
give
you're not
any.
thinking
breaks.
of David Goggins or
Oh,
Jocko?
you know that's who I'm thinking. No, you're right. That's who I'm thinking of. David. What's his name?
David
David Goggins was he was a Marine as well.
I hate this.
Okay, that's fine. I know he's
If I
part of
had
the Rogan
David
too.
Goggins in my life, I'd fucking kill him with my bare hands.
David Goggins had me convinced for the like 3 days that I could do 1,000 pull-ups and then I could run 8 miles at a time.
Fuck him, dude.
I'm like, all right, well, let me try it. It's all mind over matter. Just gotta convince your mind you can do it.
Your mind.
Yeah, David Dawkins really like takes discipline to like a whole
Yeah,
new level.
he's a
Eh?
savage. He is a sad. I don't listen to much of him, but he just reminds me of those type of guys. But he actually
He's,
lives
I've
it.
never
Like
heard of
he
him.
does like 20 miles every single day. He does fucking 1,000
that's
pull-ups
fucking
every day. I
stupid.
think he has the record for the most.
You
He's not even like a
20 million
buff guy.
miles a day? You're
Like an
lazy,
entry,
you're
I
gonna
think,
run out.
into the
Run out
Marines by
fast.
doing. They have this like thing. Might not have been the Marines. I might have been getting mixed up on what he was doing, but he just
Skate team or
competed in
something.
some like hectic like triathlon, marathon or something, and then
Yeah.
did this like 100-mile thing where you got to complete the 100 miles or 200 miles within 20 hours, and he did
Yeah.
it like 3 days after doing a marathon and still did it. And like I seen the pictures of his feet, they're just like sliced open, like Poon describes his feet after the honky tonks.
Yeah, I think he's had to have so many surgeries on his knees and shit too. Like I think he has videos of him draining his knees, like just live with no anesthesia too. That was
Dude,
Jocko.
like-
It's one of those two guys.
Just do like the best physical workout you can do, not to damage your joints and your ligaments. Just like
Yeah, anybody who's like
it's
trained resistance training, like the older you get, the more you realize. Like, I mean, unless you're competing in fucking powerlifting or anything, you really shouldn't be like trying to max out.
do
every
that.
fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, some people have jobs to fucking go to. I can't work out every fucking day for 10 hours.
No,
But,
you gotta work every day or
You have to work
retarded.
on weekends too.
I feel like, yeah, I gotta work weekends.
Okay, me too. I was just wondering if you still did it. Or
No,
not.
I like to have it Monday, Thursday off. It splits up the week nicely, and then I don't have to work 5 days in a row. But then you gotta work weekends. It's whatever. I had a Counter-Strike buddy, like a friend, teammate, whatever you want to call him. Wasn't on my team, but he was on Joe Rogan, and he was the last one to ever go on as a gamer because it was a bad episode. You can look him up, Jordan Gilbert. He was I went
I'll be
to
right.
Texas with
All
him, and yeah, it's not worth looking up.
Want to
But
hear a hot tip?
it did infuriate me when I saw him on there because I was
You
like,
want to hear a hot tip?
he's getting a lot of money now, and I saw him on billboards and shit.
You want to hear a hot tip, Helen?
on TBS and shit. But yeah, what cool.
Yeah, I was very good friends with Sam Tripoli. And yeah, and Rogan hasn't had Sam on for a long time, but Sam Tripoli's doing pretty good right now. Conspiracy shit. I kind of quit that shit after the what do you call it? The when they attacked the Capitol.
Oh yeah, the Capitol Hill thing.
Yeah, I'm done with this shit.
Is everyone like? Did everybody just stop talking about QAnon when it was like it all came out? That it was
QAnon,
fucking
I
nonsense
always
and
thought
disinformation?
before that QAnon was just fucking bullshit, and I knew it from the beginning. It was just like a con, and I was like,
Nah,
well,
Trump's down
I'm
there
fucking
underneath
done
the
with
ground
this shit.
saving children. You don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
Don't get
I'm
River
telling
started
you.
on QAnon.
River knows all about QAnon.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
I'm telling you, it was fucking bullshit from the. I told people 2 years before this happened, the Capitol storming. I said this is bullshit. QAnon is just a fucking. It's like CIA shit, and they're trying to get people like.
Yeah, what's the Q stand for?
antagonized.
Queer? Queer or something?
QAnon.
that sound Hannah Gadsby's new
What is
set. I
this?
think.
This sounds like fucking some sort of new like fat
Yeah,
like
yeah,
random QAnon.
well,
You don't have to
I'll
disclose
tell
your
you.
status.
I'll show you Ellis. I
Yeah,
didn't like Hannah Gatsby, her first comedy special. Her second one was kind of funny. I thought it was funny. Am I bad for saying that her second special was funny?
No, that's a compliment to Osceolas. Hannah Gadsby is the representation of comedy in Australia. She's their ambassador.
Her first one was bullshit. Her second one, she's like making fun of jokes about.
She took
like,
over for Jim Jeffries as the
culture.
ambassador to comedy to Australia.
Jim Jeffries. Oh, Jim Jeffries.
I like Jim
fucking
Jeffries. I
hate
don't care
that
what none of y'all
motherfucker.
say. I know everyone hates him.
Sorry,
And all that.
oh,
I find him
Shadows.
funny still.
I
He has
hate
some
Jim
funny ass
Jeffries.
specials.
Do you know that story he told on O&A about how he got home invaded?
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that real or not real?
So the guy he's living with is a guy named Steve Hughes. He's an Australian comedian. He's heaps better than Jim Jeffries.
What?
Is he? Yeah. In
He's
that
got this
story
guy
or that
joke
now?
about, he's just made a comeback to comedy, actually. I haven't checked out much of his stuff, but it's very Australian. But he has this joke about when he went to England and he said because he had piercings in his right ear, some English fellow was like, oh, you know that means you're a poof in England? And he goes, oh, really? Because in Australia, it's when you got your cock up another man's ass.
Yeah, Jim Jeffries, even if you don't find him funny, he's definitely up there with the caliber of people who are funny, if nothing else. You know what I mean? Like,
No, fuck Jim, dude. He's a fucking faggot. I fucking hate
He's
that
like
motherfucker.
he's a
I'll
hectic
kill him in the
sellout.
head
Like,
if I ever met that
he's a bit of a
motherfucker.
sellout with the whole his show
he's a
and
hectic
shit like
sellout.
that.
Like,
Yeah,
he's like the male Amy Schumer. Like, he fully turned around and was like, oh, it was just all in
The
a
middle Amy
you know?
Schumer?
he didn't steal
Yeah.
jokes though.
No, but he kind of like turned his back on what made him like.
Yeah,
I don't like when people turn their back on the audience that got them to where they are.
You're right. He tried to reinvent
Didn't
himself.
Jim
with the
Jeffries
more-
have a late night show or something?
Yes, it was
Yeah, it was
like a,
He used to have a
liberal-
show on Comedy Central. Yeah.
yeah, it was like a
But hey,
Trevor
at
Noah
the same
sort of
time,
show.
if someone's gonna pay you $10 million or whatever it was to have
Yeah,
a
that's
show
true, too.
bashing Trump all the time, I can't blame him. Get your fucking money. Like I would, fuck it.
It all came about because of his gun control bit. That's what set him off on a new
Yeah.
path. Because
Yeah,
that thing
gun
went
control bit.
He's a
viral.
real liberal.
And,
Yeah.
He decided to be like this righteous, preachy cunt instead of just being funny.
But he could still joke about rape and stuff. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think in the timeline because even in the gun control bit, like I'm pretty sure there was some jokes in that special where he's talking about maybe it wasn't rape, but it was something like either transgenders. It was something non-PC, anti-PC. I don't know.
He
Not
did
to watch
porn.
it, but
Jim
I think what
Jeffries
he
did
did with
porn.
What he did with that
What?
journalist, Avi Yamini, how he set him up.
yeah, and that guy exposed him.
The
I
Aussie
saw that
Jew
whole
guy.
thing. And he put a clock, I think, behind him. I believe he did, like an analog clock, or show that they were
he
cutting him out of.
So he recorded the whole thing, but it was like used 8 months after the interview. So when the Christchurch shootings happened in New Zealand,
Oh
they
yeah,
used the Avi Yamini interview as if it was on the subject of the Christchurch shootings.
yeah, that was fucked up.
It was
That
all
was
taken out of
fucked up.
context. Like, it wasn't even
New Zealand, right?
I thought that would be worse for Jim Jeffries, honestly.
That
'Cause
was
it was
New
a big thing at the
Zealand
time,
when that
but it didn't get
Christchurch
as big.
Jersey.
Yeah, the Christchurch.
That shit was crazy. Did you guys
But
see
he also
that?
did that thing where like that Avi Yamini fellow was like said something about like, oh, you
I
shouldn't.
think it was anti-Muslim or something, right? Or something.
Yeah, he's
It
like,
made
I
him
don't
come
want to say
across
things that are like anti-Muslim, and then Jim Jeffries like, oh look, I'll draw Muhammad right now on a piece of paper. Ooh, he's a spooky ghost.
Yeah,
Which is
and they
funny.
cut that out of the show,
Which is
funny.
but
Which is funny.
That's the real Jim Jeffries.
Yeah, that's why I still like him because he's still sellout, but he's still a funny mother. He would make any of
He
us
tried,
laugh. if
he
we're hanging
tried
out
to
with him.
ruin that guy's. He
He's a
tried to.
fucking
They
funny
tried to
guy.
ruin that dude's life.
Yeah,
If you gotta tell
But at the
people
same
to go
time-
on stage, Jim Jeffries is gonna be funny. Nick
I
Mullen
don't think
is gonna
I
be
don't think
funny.
he necessarily had as big of a
Yeah.
part in
It's
what's
like
put on the show. You know
spotlight.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think he's just told go interview this
Definitely.
guy and then have this agenda, but I don't think he controls when it's put out or how it's edited. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't.
Yeah,
So it's kind of you could put it all on Jim Jeffries, but a lot of it probably is more on the people, the producers.
You fucking
His podcast-
sick cunt.
His podcast
You
is sometimes
sick
funny.
cunt.
I haven't listened
Helen
to
the
it a lot.
Killer, you sick cunt.
No, you cool boy. His podcast tries to get kind of intellectual. I don't know. I was listening to it. I was grocery shopping one day, and there were some guys quizzing Jim Jeffries on all the different religions. It was a little interesting, but it wasn't overly funny.
It was funny. Australian Ellis called me a sick cunt, and I was like, well, that's fucking a very disrespectful thing to say to me.
No,
Yeah,
that's
look
mad.
it up. It's like cool.
Yeah, you're a sick cunt.
Yeah, sick cunt.
You're a sick fucking puppy. It's a good
It was
band.
very funny. It's like, oh well, this you said disrespectful words towards me. Then I looked up in like Australia Urban Dictionary. It's like a cool dude that's like fucking just hanging out. It's very funny. Sick cunt. I'm calling everybody sick cunts when they do something cool.
It's like saying you're a bad dude.
Yeah,
Rickster.
you're saying like, oh, dude,
That's
you
bad.
can just fucking
No, that fool was bad.
handle
That girl over there,
everything.
she's bad.
No, like you're just the best dude of all time. Call me
Yeah,
a
that's
sick
right.
cunt. I heard
Sorry,
that.
I just walked up a cunt of a hill. Yeah, cool boy's the sickest cunt. That's how you use it in a sentence.
Do you have do you live far from work, Aussie,
Thank you,
Ellis, or do you work
Andre.
from home?
No, like 10 minutes walk.
So you just walk there. That's cool. Saves you
Yeah.
gas. Are cars expensive? Is it expensive to drive in Australia?
Yeah, it is, but it depends. It's, I guess, relative to the income and the economy, you know. Petrol here per litre is about $1.50 a litre.
I don't know what that means, dog. You're gonna talk
Yeah.
these liters and metrics. What is a gallon? How many gallons are in a liter?
I think
Bad
a gallon
boy, Bubby?
is 3.5 litres.
What the fuck is bad boy Bubby?
And it's only $1.50, you
I
said? Because a
watched
gallon
it.
here, where we're at right now, is $4.50. It's ridiculous. One of the most
Yeah,
expensive in all
ours
the
is more
countries.
expensive. Yeah, ours is more expensive.
$1.50
yeah.
a liter?
I remember me and Pug kind of worked it out when people were whinging about it, saying how much it is per gallon, and we did a conversion and we were like paying about $1 more a gallon than you guys.
Okay. I guess I could see that, because you guys have to have it all, like, literally import. Like, at least here, I know they get some of their gas from different pipelines in
When I
America.
was a small child, I went to Canada, and I saw the gas prices, right? And it was like in liters and meters. It was the metric system, right? And I was like, God damn, gas is so cheap here, but it was a whole different system that they had.
Yeah.
Canadians are
It's
fucking
really
gay as
interesting.
fuck, dude.
3 gallons is 1 liter? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I think it's like 3.5 litres is
Uh-huh.
yeah, that 3.4 litres is a gallon, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so $1.50 times 3. Yeah, okay.
It's like $2.85 per gallon in Texas right now.
Yeah, Texas has got some good ass gas prices, and I know Beat was complaining too when it went up. I guess it went up, right, Naklo? But it's still
It
way
went up.
cheaper, bro. It's $4.50 here. It's $4.55 at my work
$4.50
for unleaded.
Wow.
Yeah, it's expensive as fuck. I'm spending $20 every like 5 days, and I drive a little Nissan Versa. Like
What about Mexico?
Mexico, I
What are the
don't.
gas prices in
I don't think I've
Mexico?
ever filled up, and anytime I've gone to Mexico, I just take taxis. I know my other people have gone down there with their car a bunch, but I don't think they've ever filled up there either. I think they go knowing they shouldn't have to get gas there. I forget the name of it though. There's like one, at least in Tijuana, it's like the same gas station, like kind of like a Shell or whatever, or like a fucking Arco, but it's forget the name of it. I think it's like Texco or something like that. Petrol, like petroleum. Tex Petrol, something like that. It's the only one they have there, pretty much. I haven't been to Mexico in almost a decade.
Did you ever go down there?
I'll be
and
in
buy
Mexico in
pharmaceutical drugs?
literally an hour and a half. What's that?
Did you ever go down there and buy heaps of like pharmaceutical drugs?
I personally never did, but I know of I know you can go down there and yes, they will. You can literally buy a script and walk it back up without having to like hide it. Like you can just be like, look, here's my
Yeah,
script
from
from the
the
doctor
chemist,
in
you can
Mexico.
get a script from the doctor over the counter, and they'll just give you your stuff right there and then. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
think
Like, you
the
don't even need an
Mexican
assessment.
Yeah, the Mexican pharmaceutical places, though, they started to realize so many people are doing it, and they didn't. I think I'm
Not
pretty
that
certain
easy.
that the
Australia.
DEA started to get in contact with like Mexican authorities, and so now those places where you could get them dirt cheap, you can still get them, but it's pretty much like buying. You might as well just be buying them on the street. Like they rigged up the prices so much, you're not gonna get. Lean is
It's
the big one.
hard.
Lean is what most people go down there
Then
for.
you gotta go back to
What
the
is lean
border.
made out of?
and
Is
get
that's like
It's just
Sprite
codeine, codeine and
Dantes
promethazine,
codeine?
but a lot of the
Piss weed.
promethazine isn't in it anymore.
These
fentanyl.
people
All
fuck
that.
around with like codeine and shit like that. It's like get a real
Honestly,
habit.
lean was fun. It was more. It was the closest thing to like
I'm sure it's
partying
fun,
on
but, like,
opiates. Like you fill up a big Sprite
How
ball, you put
much
some Jolly Ranchers on the
codeine do you
bottom.
need? Like, how many tablets we talking? 40, 80, 100 in a
Isn't it-
drink?
I thought
It was
codeine's a
liquid.
syrup.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh,
syrup. It's
right. Oh, we
that's
only
what
get
made
them
it
really in
popular,
tablets
you know?
here. Mm.
Yeah.
That shit over
There's
here is
red
like,
lean and then there's purple lean. I've never tried the purple lean, but you can get the red for kind of cheaper. I remember I could get like 16 bottles, and they would sell for like 40, 50 bucks each. And down there you could get them for like $20, $25.
You get testosterone.
codeine
from
like
fucking
super
Mexico.
hepatotoxic
You-
though? Like, isn't it real bad on your liver?
insane.
It's
Mexico
really
is
bad on the liver.
insane,
Yeah,
dude.
you're absolutely right. It's not good for the liver. It'll dehydrate you really quick. But it was like it was the only way that I can think of where it wasn't actually like not just junkies getting high, but it was like actually a party where you could be like, oh yeah, he's got some lean over there. If
So,
you want to pour yourself
isn't
some.
lean responsible indirectly for mumble rap?
Yeah.
You reckon? I reckon it is. I reckon there's a correlation like between
Like
the
36
popularity of that
Mafia,
drink and the
Memphis,
slurring of the
yeah.
words.
It absolutely is. Lil Pump, fucking
Houston,
Lil Uzi
Texas,
Vert, all that shit.
some fucking.
Houston, yeah, it originated in Texas. Actually, blame that though. That's where it first came out. What was the guy's name?
I'm in Dallas,
I always forget his
not
name.
Houston.
The guy who did "Sippin' on Some Scissor" and he did some other songs on it. He's dead now from
No,
overdose.
Zipper.
I believe.
No, he's not.
Little
Oh,
Zan
okay.
with P. What?
This is
Oh, what's his name?
Zipper.
Pete would be mad at
Anybody
me
who
right now 'cause I don't know his
glorifies,
name.
anybody who glorifies fucking Xanax like at all is a fucking
Yeah.
cunt. Like
Yeah,
the
Lil
fact that there's,
Lil Xan got on some
musicians
damn
out there
shit.
that are like the fact there's musicians out there pushing that shit knowing that their audience are susceptible fucking children
Yeah.
is just
Yeah, it's
insane to
fucked
me. Like I
Because
read
Xan
stories all
really
the
is
time
actually
on like
the worst,
Reddit,
right?
on the Reddit group slash bartards. And it's
Yeah.
cunts who are still in high school and they're using Xanax and shit. And it's like, oh, gee, I wonder where they got the idea and the influence for that.
I can't do Xanax. I like meth. It gets me really going.
No, I would rather, if I had to have like a 15 or 16-year-old kid, I would almost rather find out that they're doing meth than Xanax.
Me too.
I don't
Me
know.
too.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
happy
it's
with
a-
it either way, but
It's definitely, yeah, it's a worst of like the best sort of thing or best of the worst scenario. But like,
yeah.
as far as like addictions go, I think that Xanax is fucking
Fuck
probably
you,
worse.
Australians.
Majority,
They
almost
don't- they
everyone I
don't
know who
have
takes
meth in
Xanax has
Australia.
never said they have a
Yes, we
problem.
do.
Like almost all of them will be like, yeah, it's just Xanax. What's the problem?
I was watching
No,
the
no,
news. I showed
no.
Ellen the screenshot. I was watching the news the other night, and my Xanax dealer got busted recently from all those
In
phones.
his fucking underwear. Just
Yeah, he was
big
in his
fat
underwear.
belly.
The cops were raiding him.
Shut up. Shut
I'll
up,
find the picture.
Australians. Don't talk anymore.
Cool boy, what's going on, mate? You turning on me?
He was
I mean,
losing
your
my
biggest
audience.
supporter.
You said you're talking about Xanax all the time.
It's a drug. We're talking about drugs.
Yeah, we're talking drugs, mate. Keep up. Alright, we'll go back to talking about booze. What's your favorite IPAs, cool boy? Do you get IPAs in Alaska?
Let's get back to the drug and choice of cool boy.
I like.
I fucking
My favorite IPA is probably called cock fucker nigger beer.
I've had
Gotta
that
love
one. Kind of turned me off the beer, to be
Yeah,
honest. I can't
I'm
drink
a
beer.
bit disappointed in how PCR culture's got. They took that off the shelves recently here.
Right. They got rid of it. Just like the same day they got rid of Aunt Jemima fucking syrup.
And Coon cheese. Peter loved the
Coon
fact that like,
cheese.
our main cheese here was called Coon. Merely just
Yeah.
got rid of it last year.
That's hilarious. I still see Aunt Jemima. I always say the name, whatever bitch's name is. You guys have that one there? Aunt Jemima?
No.
I still see it in the stores, and I was actually saving a bottle of it for in case like it went extinct, because that's been like my childhood growing up favorite maple syrup. but it hasn't gone yet. It's still here, and I know it was a big pushback. What was the other one they changed? Not Clo here. There was another one that they changed that was it was like Aunt
Uncle
Jemima.
Ben's or something?
Something
Uncle
else.
Nick.
Uncle Ben's? I don't know.
Oh yeah, Uncle Ben's. You're right. That's what it was. Uncle Ben's rice. That's what it was.
No way, they changed Uncle Ben's rice.
Uncle Ben's rice.
I
That's
think
what it was.
so.
Yeah, they changed Uncle Ben's rice to something else. Let me look it up. I forget what they changed it to.
Aunt Jemima. They fucking changed Aunt Jemima syrup.
I wonder what this live's all about that Poon's doing about Wassy Doggy. Because I was in Kyle's chat as Poon handler before, and I think maybe Sheppy's got upset because I was saying shit about how Sheppy teaches kids to jerk off on Discord.
Oh, no.
I was the one
And I
that
think he's
changed
gone.
Sheppy's he's a Filipino Jack Black. That's the rumor I'm going with, and that's what he looks like.
Well, I think that I think Sheppy's gone running to Poon, and he's like, Ross is under a fake account. Because Sheppy
He's
was like,
running the Poon.
Sheppy's like, I know that's you, Ross.
Well, well, if you want to get really into detail about shit, Casey, I just
Let's get into detail.
I treated Casey like a piece of shit. I'm drunk and I just love
Cool boy.
funny shit. And so I told Casey, I was like, well, I'm just gonna toss her around like a fucking fuck doll all
Like a
day
French
long.
doll.
I'll teach you all these different
I don't think
sex
Casey minded. Cool boy.
I never met Casey. I think Cosmic did. But
I
I
think
never
Ted
met
met Casey.
Casey. Yeah.
Oh, I always get those two confused. Thanks for clarifying.
So anyway, I messaged Poon in the chat here, which he didn't show up for. He was just messaging, and they had like 3 different people. And I was like, yeah, man, I talked about your girl, and she was trying to do all these different sex positions. We're having hardcore BDSM sex, right? And I posted it in his chat. He's like, he got really fucking offended.
That would be more
Why?
sexy. And to find out, to tell someone, yeah, your girl fucked a big black guy, to be like, yeah, your girl fucked me and she did hardcore BDSM. That would be a little more upsetting, I think. Like, oh, you did hardcore BDSM.
No! Oh no! Poon is after me now. Poon hates me. Which Poon is a fucking bitch. I kill Poon. If I ever
Welcome to
met
the club.
Poon-
I'll have cute
If I met
nicknames for you
Poon in a
next.
bar, I took a couple shots. Poon could not handle me.
I don't
Kill
know. he
Poon.
couldn't.
Casey's got a, what do you call it? She's got to open up wide for me.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's good to know.
Well, I'm jealous.
It's a bit. Comedy.
You got a big dick, Poon head. Cool boy.
I have a micro penis. It's very small.
Oh, you do.
Oh yeah, brother.
I'm
Compared
compensated.
but compare it to something else like an ant's cock. Like, is it pretty big?
Hello, are you live from Fa-
It's like
No, you can't. Kenny, did you call
No, you
call
can't.
Kenny?
No,
I
you,
kill my
Ozzy,
cock and send
Ozzy,
it.
Ozzy, you stream. You're the producer of Fat in My Bag at Island. Sam's Hill stream.
Yeah, you hired me though, and like I'm going to turn down a paying job like that. It's easy content. All I have to do is play a loop of all your favorite gay clips.
No,
and you sit there
you.
and just play with yourself. It's gay,
No,
but
you.
the pay's all right, Ken. I'll give you that.
You're gay. You live on faggot my baggett island. What's up, shit with gay Helen? What's going on?
What's up, douche McFaggot?
This guy really hates fucking the LGBT community, doesn't he?
You really do, Ken.
No, you do.
You smell faggot, my faggot.
No, you are.
No, you.
Boo you. So no,
Oh, faggot, my faggot, motherfucking faggot.
you. No, you. Haggard
No.
maggot
Yeah,
babaggot.
that's right. That's right.
No, you are maggot babaggot. What's up, maggot babaggot? I guess I'm hating on maggots now.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're maggot
God damn
babaggot.
it. There's a whole fucking thing going on. Spoon handler's chick fucking slid into my DMs, and I was talking to her about how different sex positions, how I was gonna fuck her, and like I can't talk anymore about it, but I was like teaching her different sex positions
Mm-hmm.
and teach her how to fuck right. And if Poon can't, it's like Poon handler. Just goddamn get your bitch on a leash, you know?
Poon Hammer? What about douche Bammer?
Oh, you don't forget about douche Bamler.
Get your bitch on a leash handler.
Yeah, that's right. Kenny, did you call Jennifer?
Of course.
Did Mary Ellie run you out of here to call Jennifer?
I did, of course, and I
I
apologize.
mean, did you tell her? What did you tell her?
I told her I was sorry for being a douche and saying that was lame.
And
That's about it.
that you want her.
Oh, of course. I said all that. I don't have to say what I said.
That you want her.
Did you say you wanted to tongue punch a
Asshole.
filthy butthole?
No. That's what you said. No, you with the sick mind over there.
No, you.
No, boo you.
No, boo you.
No, boo you.
Boo you with a 2-time shoe.
No, boo you. Smoking a cigar
No.
while wearing a tutu.
Kenny, what'd you have for dinner?
Rice and beans. What did you have? Fucking stupid pizza? I had that last night.
Yeah. Why's it gotta be stupid pizza?
How often do you have pizza? Every night?
Every night I want it.
How often is that?
Every night.
Dude, you're having too much pizza. Have some real food. Like some rice and beans. It's easy to make. All you need is butter and hot water. That's it.
No.
Yes. And the rice and beans packet. That's it. Get it at most grocery stores. The good ones. Most ShopRites. That's where I got it.
Kenny.
Can we watch Poon Handler and AOC fight in here? Is that possible?
Yeah, we can do that.
Grab it.
Oh.
It's
Kenny.
easy to make. Yes.
Are they fighting right now?
What?
Kenny, how do you put butter on rice and beans? I never heard of that.
When you're boiling the water and you put the rice and beans in, you put 2 scoops of butter. Then it just melts right into the batter. It's easy.
You put the butter in the water.
You cook
Yeah.
the rice and beans at the same time? In the same
Yeah.
pot? That's
Yeah.
bizarre. I never heard of that.
You
Okay.
can also use olive oil if you don't have butter.
I believe the rice and beans came out of the same packet, Mrs. C.
Okay.
That's
Where
why
is
he's cooking
Poon
them
fighting
together.
with, AOC.
Yeah.
on this channel?
Well, you've never made rice
Apparently
and beans
so.
in Australia? You don't have that kind of food?
No, we don't.
Yeah. It's
What's
quite
rice?
nice.
Kenny, we cook rice separately in one pan, and we
Yeah.
cook beans separately in the other pan because they cook differently.
Well, if you make rice and beans the way with red beans or black beans, they make it together. It's different.
Well, next time that you cook rice and beans, Kenny, how about you just open the packet, pour it out, you take all the beans out of the rice, separate them, and then cook them separate.
That's
No,
smart. That's smart, Aussie.
no, that's not the
You
way
should
it
listen
cooks.
to him, Ken. He's Australian. He knows.
You can buy the packet.
I know a thing or two about rice and beans. I'm Australian.
He knows a thing or two about rice and beans. Yeah.
He said he doesn't have
thing or
rice and
two.
beans over there. So how's he know?
Yeah, dude, it's like our national cuisine.
Okay, but for some rice and beans, they cook it together. Also, I think they cook it together for the New Orleans style too.
Kenny, you work in a restaurant, right? Or the job at a restaurant?
They're breaking up.
Still,
What?
I hear all kinds of feedback, but it's not me.
You're breaking up. Your speech is breaking up.
Okay.
Oh, that's how bad my laptop is, Aussie. I can't even load Firefox. It just crashed everything.
Fucking honestly.
Nice. No need to be douche.
Who's talking about diets? I love when like unfit people give diet advice.
The second I tuned in, I don't need to stay in shape.
I think I know what Ozzy's problem is. Ozzy ain't. Yeah, that's his problem.
No, you couldn't. It's not physically possible unless you went into a sauna and dehydrated yourself.
What did he just say?
He said he could lose 40 pounds in 2 weeks. That's about 20 kilos here.
Yeah, UFC fighters can't do that.
Yeah, that's not physically possible. Bodybuilders can't do that.
No.
No, you.
He's bragging about being at 230.
What's up, NetQuo?
Hey, Kenny,
Oh,
how
you
are
know
you?
what? Hey, Helen, you should convince Poon to try out a drug called DNP. It's a fat loss drug and it can kill you. Like, really easily kill you.
Yeah.
When you got somebody work on the inside?
Working on the
It
inside?
pretty much like cooks you from the inside out. Like it raises your body temperature up to the point where like you just start burning fat from heat.
We have I forget what it's called. It's like basically amphetamine legalized here. I forget the name of it.
Hydroxycut? No, it was.
Yeah,
it was something.
hydroxycut. Yeah, we have hydroxycut.
Oh, really? What's
Something.
that?
It had something in it that.
There
made
was like a
you-
lawsuit. It was a whole thing.
I thought
think
that
it's still
like
around.
yeah, that stuff. The fucking the FDA would have fucking outlawed that by now, surely.
It was. I think
You-
it got too big because it was on every. It was like the Girls Gone Wild like infomercial. Like it was on like for like an hour
see
every
you guys
night.
tomorrow night.
Hydroxycut.
I'll see you at
Hydroxycut,
11:30.
yeah.
Good
Well, they
day,
used to
Dave.
have like this pre-workout called Jacked or Jack 3D. It was
Good day,
called, and
Dave.
it had a good night, douche. It had a version of methamphetamine in
Right,
it, like a
Alan.
derivative.
And NetQuo.
Good night,
and
Kenny.
Grab Apple.
Good night,
Night,
Kenny.
Kenny.
See you, Kenny.
Kenny needs all say good night. Good night, Kenny. Okay. Jacked or not? Or Jacked or 3D Jacked, whatever. Yeah. I mean, that's essentially what all the fat burners are. They're just like a form of.
He's talking about right now. He's like the world's. He's like one of the strongest guys who ever lived was a big fat guy. It's like, yeah, no shit, dude. Like, have a look at like world's strongest man. Like, it's all people like the
Is he
mountain.
talking
You
about
know,
Andre the Giant?
Yeah,
I don't know,
crabbing.
but like,
You guys have
it's
Oxycut
like
there? That's the other one. Maybe that's one I'm thinking of
no,
actually, is Oxycut. That was
like
like the big
Oxy
one
Shred,
too.
Oxycut. I think all those like fucking like all those like Oxy ones are. They've got some sort of like I forget what it's called. It's like a bronchodilator in it. Or is it a
Yeah,
bronchodilator or it's a
I don't know.
I don't know. It's something that's like I'm just trying to work out what the oxy is. Like they always like use these names. Like they used to sell these like pre-workouts and things, and they would name them like I don't know if you remember like pro hormones. They used to sell pro hormones like 10, 15 years ago, which are basically like steroids in a pill, like just pill versions, oral versions of steroids. But
Yeah,
so they started labeling when they banned all those. They started labeling everything like over the counter, naming them after like steroid sort of names. Like that's where you get your like the oxy cuts. Like oxy is like an implication of oxandrolone, like a hormone.
yeah,
Like they're implying these like things in the name that aren't in the actual substances.
yeah. I think most of them are just some kind of appetite suppressing, and majority of appetite
Mostly
suppressants are just
caffeine, and maybe like another sort of appetite suppressant.
yeah,
Yeah, but I think the days of like getting things like DMA or DMHA in them, like these methamphetamine derivatives and stuff. I think the FDA's really cracked down on that.
oh yeah. Pretty sure there was some legal, stuff closer to. Yeah, I think you're right. They're talking about who's stronger.
Like, so I love this. I love this argument that people have, like Poon's thing is like, yeah, the world's strongest man is a big fat guy, and it's like, okay, yeah, but that guy also weighs 450 pounds,
Yeah.
and that doesn't mean that you at 270, 280 is as strong as fucking, Brian Shaw or some other
It's
fucking
such
like
dumb
strength
fucking
athlete.
argument logic. Yeah.
Yeah, just because like it's like, yeah, so what? Einstein was fucking skinny. That doesn't make fucking skinny
Yeah.
people smart.
Throw a baseball 95 miles an hour. That's what we should be trolling Poon more with. Is talking about how he's a failed baseball player, because that really would bother him. Because when he talks about it like he's got like the fucking uncle from Napoleon Dynamite. Like, I could have been pro.
He definitely feels. I think he's like overinflated this where he's like, oh, I could have made it. I could have made it if only I hadn't have gone down the road of partying. And it's like, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
every fucking try hard athlete says.
Right. I mean, he went to the tryouts, but he didn't make it. So that is your definition of not
Yeah,
making
that's
it.
that's the
That is-
failure
that's
right
gonna end
there.
up
You
into a
didn't get
partying.
past the
You just
tryouts,
didn't- Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that either, and there's nothing wrong with being proud of your achievements. But like to say, oh, if only like I hadn't have been my own worst enemy, I would have been the Michael Jordan of fucking baseball,
Yeah.
or I don't know anything about baseball, so I got no point of reference. Lou Gehrig.
Right.
I would have been
Yeah.
I would have had a disease named after me at some point. I was,
The Poon handler disease. Yeah, who's got the more better horse knowledge? Naklo, how was it in the MLB? Let's see if I have any alts that aren't banned.
This is something you shouldn't have to think about at all.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
No shit. So this guy has sex with his mates present.
Yeah, like what? Lifestyle.
Oh Jesus! What a lifestyle. Putting out? Who fucking says that?
That's fucking third grader.
Hard as fuck, actually.
Imagine gloating about cheating on people,
I don't
like,
know. Fucking
especially at
retard.
his age. He thinks it's
Yeah.
like cool, like, oh yeah, I got heaps of sex and I cheated. It's like you just, one, it's corny as shit to brag about, and two, you're just revealing yourself to be an even bigger piece of shit than what we thought you were.
He didn't just cheat with them, he got them to put out.
Oh yeah, he skipped making out with them. He went
Daddy.
straight to fingered out. He fingered out
Yeah.
them.
Let me get to third base.
Hey, just a couple of pussy slayers fucking talking shop.
Yeah. Just a couple people, man of the craft.
It's a couple of men's men chopping it up. Hey Helen, you ever want to get the boys around and talk sex?
I'm not cool enough to. I don't have boys or sex, so I don't know.
As long as you're not having sex with boys.
Backpedaling real quick.
I love the investigative journalism skills of AOC.
Yeah.
That's a perfect opportunity to say, yes, yes, I do. Show
Yeah,
us all.
exactly. Get her. Yeah. When he already has before.
He said crawl in bed with it. He goes, I'm finna crawl in bed with it in just a minute. Oh man, you should get AOC to write him up a fucking like a 5-day split at the gym and a diet plan, and get Boone on the man's AOC's guide to being a man's man.
He's over 60.
Did he just say Rivers 60?
Yeah, he did. No, she's not.
She looks old as fuck.
Yeah, she's not. Just looking at her picture, she ain't 27.
So old.
Fuck.
She's got grey hair.
Yeah, no beard, stupid. I've been in here where it's like 3 people chatting. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the same people all the time.
Oh, I can't see the chat right now. Who is it? Oh, it's backstage. Guarantee it's a porn bot.
Cool boy.
It is cool boy, huh?
She does, but you know,
Fucking
she's
Arnie with a
she
zinger.
didn't mean it. So
Hello? Hello, Helen?
Hey, Kenny.
You know why we can't go live from your other channel, Helen the Common Friends? Because you're a stupid idiot by telling people at work about it.
You're right, Kenny. That is stupid maneuver of me.
What?
That is stupid maneuver of me.
Yeah, you see, I'm not telling anybody if I get hired at one of the jobs I applied to that I live stream. Nope, I don't even
Right.
watch YouTube. Never even heard of it. See?
That's smart of you, Kenny. I'm not as big brained as you.
Yeah, you see, I'm not gonna tell a soul. Nope, I'm
Kenny, do you ever stop and wonder if you've got too much brain?
No, you.
Kenny doesn't have enough brain. It's just hollow up there.
No, you are.
No, you are, Kenny.
No, you. I'm gonna be spending my break watching videos. No. Spend my break listening to a couple songs and that's it, man. Maybe I'll get through 4. That's it. If I watch videos on break, I'll be, I was just listening to music. I have headphones, that's right. Earbuds. Technically, I'm not lying. I've listened to a video. I'll say that. I forget what it was.
That's a pub question.
What? What question now? Right then.
Kenny, we're watching Poon Handler. I'm peeing. Oh, there he goes.
What?
Then we're watching Poon Handler.
I know that.
Can you screen share it, Helen?
I
Is that
tried to, but
possible, or it doesn't work?
yeah. No, I can try it again. I think I just have to restart my computer real quick.
Because I just got like headphones half on and I'm watching on one and unmuting.
Yeah, let's see.